कॉन्ट्रीब्युशन हाईट घ्या नको म्हण केला तर आता कंट्रीब्युशन गेले की नाही ते बोला नाही चौक में नहीं
Good afternoon, everyone. I hope you can listen my voice. Yes. Okay, fine. So all of you are expecting your results today. I would like to wish you all the best for your results, and whatever the result may be, do not worry about the results, because these results are just to assess you. So how much you have understood regarding the concept, and this result is only for taking admission for first PUC, which already you have stepped into it. Okay, understood? So that's why need not worry about the results, whether the result might be 95 or plus, or the result might be little bit less than that also, whether it is 80, 85, 70, 75. Do not worry about the results at present now. Okay, because your 10th results are not going to decide your future, but your PUC results are going to definitely turn your future. Okay, Rakshita, you can ask the question to me personally. I will tell you. Okay, need not write the bridge course test again. And hopefully, as I already informed you, that our college is going to start on 23rd. We are only waiting for the message from the state government. Okay, as soon as we receive the notice, we will inform you. Okay, yes, Teja, you are asking about the admissions. So after getting your results today, if anyone has not taken admission regarding your neighbors, your friends, your relatives, you can inform them that they can come over college tomorrow at 10 o'clock, early morning 10 o'clock, with the result sheet, computer result sheet, their internet copy of the result sheet along with the Aadhaar card as well as 2 photos. Okay, so that's it. Inform them if they are willing to join. Yes, Pawan, don't worry about the third wave. Yes, do not worry about the third wave. Spurti, Hubballi, listen for the classes. Okay, fine. Right now, okay, Murugesh, CBSE and state. So don't worry about those things. Anyhow, you will get everything for the state students, for the CBSE students, everything, all the syllabus, entire thing, coaching part, everything you will get it. So do not worry about all those things. Okay, understood? So be happy with whatever results you get today. So don't be nervous. Yes. So just have a cheering face, right? Okay. Now with this, let us start with our Kingdom Monera. So where we are going to discuss regarding few concepts here. Okay. So we are going to discuss few concepts, right? Okay. Now, what are the concepts that we are going to discuss here? The concepts that we are going to discuss here is regarding the bacteria. So in the Kingdom Monera, we are going to discuss the bacteria. Okay. Now, as far as the Kingdom Monera is concerned, you know it very well that Monerans includes all the prokaryotic unicellular organisms, right? Is that true? Monerans includes all the prokaryotic unicellular organisms. Okay. So here, as far as the prokaryotic organism is concerned, Moneran is concerned, as you are seeing it on the screen. Can you see the screen? Yes. Abhijit, Madhu, Aishwarya, Arpita, can you see it? Yes. Okay. Now, this diagram is regarding the bacteria. Now, as we say, Kingdom Monera includes the sole members of bacteria. So let us see bacteria, and later on we will go across the types in the Monera. Okay, now here in this diagram, okay, yes. Now, as it includes the sole members of the bacteria, so what does this bacteria consist of? Now, here on its outer part, we can see the cell wall. On its outer part, here is the cell wall. Yes. Okay, so here we observe the cell wall here. Such type of cell wall is made up of what? It is made up of peptidoglycan. So cell wall of the prokaryotic cell is made up of peptidoglycan. Okay, ಹೊರಗಡೆ ಇರುವಂತ ಒಂದು covering ಅಂತ ಕರೀತೀವಿ. So it's a cell wall. Okay, then you can take the snapshot here. Okay, and if you have already taken, just listen for the explanation, because biology has a lot of explanation based on the diagrams, right? Okay, so cell wall is there. Then on the outer part of it, it might be surrounded with the mucilage layer, a jelly layer. It might be surrounded with the mucilage or the jelly layer. Okay, Abhijit, class keluvaga correct agi kootu kelbeku. Abhijit, on kamble. Okay, right. Now, then after this, below this, on the inner part, here we have the plasma membrane. Here we have the whatever you see here this is the plasma membrane. Okay, so on the inner side, so this is the plasma membrane. Okay, now apart from the plasma membrane, what all the structures we have on the outer side? Yes, here you can see the pilus or the fimbriae. Now here, this pili, they are finger-like structure. Fimbriae, actually, they are hair-like structure. So suppose if we, let me give you a rough sketch of the bacteria here. So suppose if thin thread-like structures are present. So I will call it as fimbriae. Pilus is little bit thicker, fimbriae is little bit thinner, and it is elongated. Okay, right. So this is on the external part. Then what is the function of the pilus or the fimbriae? Its major function is attachment or adherent. When it comes in contact with the host cell, ಯಾವುದೋ ಒಂದು ಸೆಲ್ ಕಾಂಟ್ಯಾಕ್ಟ್ ಬಂದಾಗ ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಗೆ ಅದು ಮೇಲ್ಗಡೆ ಅಟ್ಯಾಚ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಆಗ್ತದ. ಓಕೆ, ಆ ಮೇಲ್ಗಡೆ ಅಟ್ಯಾಚ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಆಗುವಂತ ಪ್ರೋಸೆಸ್ ಗೆ ನಾವು ಏನಂತ ಕರಿತೀವಿ? ಅದೇರಿಂಗ್, ಅಟ್ಯಾಚಿಂಗ್. ಎಸ್, ವಿ ಸೇ ಇಟ್ as adhering or attaching. Okay, so that's the function of what? Pilus or fimbriae. So fimbriae helps in what? Adhering. Let me say it as attachment to host cell. Okay, it helps in attachment. Okay, then apart from that, it is having certain enzymes where we call it as respiratory enzymes. Then on the inner side, so let us come to its inner part. On its inner part, what all the structures that we have? So inner part, this part, it is the cytoplasm. It is a cytoplasm, and the structure that you see here in a wave-like manner, wave-like fashion, this is the nucleoid. This is the nucleoid. This nucleoid is nothing but it's a genetic material where we can call it as a DNA. Where I can call it as DNA. DNA is the genetic material which is present in the form of nucleoid in the prokaryotic cell. Yes, can you get it? So here the genetic material is what? DNA, and that DNA is present in the form of nucleoid. So nucleoid consists of the genetic material in the bacteria in the prokaryotic cell, which is represented by deoxyribonucleic acid, DNA. Okay. Now, as this nucleoid is not covered by any membrane, it is not surrounded by any membrane. That's why it is said to be prokaryotic. Suppose in case of the eukaryotic cell, because no need to draw this picture, just understand it now, right now. Okay, if you draw it is very well and good because you have the detail upon, and we are coming across the diagram in our regular class. Okay, and this diagram you are going to study in the chapter named as cell. In the cell chapter we are going to study it. Okay, but this is the basic where you need to differentiate between the prokaryotic as well as the eukaryotic cells. So that's why I have taken the bacteria here, as we are discussing about the kingdom Monera also, right? Okay. Now here, yes, this is the cytoplasm. This is the genetic material nucleoid. Suppose if we take an eukaryotic cell, this is the cell, this is the nucleus, this is the cytoplasm, and this nucleus is surrounded by a nuclear envelope. So that's why there is a clear-cut differentiation between nucleus as well as cytoplasm. Nucleus, cytoplasm, this differentiation is there in the eukaryotic cell. While such type of differentiation is absent here, you can see here, this is the cytoplasm, this is the nucleoid. Yes, this nucleoid is a genetic material which is present naked in the cytoplasm. So it is present in the cytoplasm itself and it is not covered by a membrane. That's why it is said to be prokaryotic. Okay. Then above this, it is attached by means of a structure. Here, let me call it as a mesosome. Mesosome, this might be, its shape varies. So let us take the shape here. So here it appears like a tubular shape. It might be tubular or lamellar. Lamellar antandre thread like anta karitivi, illi tube galte kansa irtada. So in a short form, it appears like a finger or a tube like. Adaka tubular antanu karitivi. Mesosome kelsa eno, function eno antandre, it is the infolding of the plasma membrane. You can see the plasma membrane here on the inner wall. Inner wall, it consists of the plasma membrane here. Yes, plasma membrane, it's infolding. So let me call, so here in the inner wall, here on the inner wall, here I am just giving you an idea here. This is the plasma membrane. Let us take this as a plasma membrane. Now this plasma membrane, it folds like this. It folds like this. This is what is said to be mesosome. This is said to be the mesosome. Okay, that you can see here, mesosome. This is the mesosome. Mesosome is the infolding of the plasma membrane. Andre plasma membrane olagade fold agirtada into a finger-like projection. Idike now mesosome anta karitivi. Then the function of the mesosome. Mesosome edakke help madada antanuvantada. Now here, okay, let me take this is the genetic material. Yes, another diagram already the same thing I have drawn here just to understand you more better. Now this is the nucleoid genetic material. Okay, now here this nucleoid, this is the mesosome. This mesosome, its major function is it helps in. So here it helps in division of the cell. Division of the cell, where one bacteria divides into two, where we can call it as binary fission. That means this bacteria, it divides by binary fission. One did ಎರಡು ಆಗ್ತಾವೆ. ಆ ಎರಡು ಆಗಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಕಾರಣ ಏನು? Mesosome. Mesosome helps in division, cell division. Yes, where one bacteria converts into two bacteria. Okay, that is the major function of the mesosome. Okay. So mesosome ಅಂತನ್ನುವಂತದ್ದು ಏನು ಗೊತ್ತಾಯ್ತು? Yes, Aishwarya. Okay, explanation in Kannada. ಪ್ಲಾಸ್ಮಾ ಮೆಂಬ್ರೇನ್ ಅಥವಾ ಸೆಲ್ ಮೆಂಬ್ರೇನ್ ಅಂತ ಏನ್ ಕರಿತೀವಿ, ಇನ್ನರ್ ಲೈನ್ ಒಳಗಡೆ ಇರುವಂತದ, ಅದು ಒಳಗಡೆ ಫೋಲ್ಡ್ ಆಗ್ತದ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಟುವರ್ಡ್ಸ್ ಸೈಟೋಪ್ಲಾಸಮ್. ಸೈಟೋಪ್ಲಾಸಮ್ ಕಡೆ ಫೋಲ್ಡಿಂಗ್ ಆದಾಗ ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಏನಂತ ಕರಿತೀವಿ ನಾವು, ಮೆಸೋಸೋಮ್ ಅಂತ ಕರಿತೀವಿ. Then what is the major function of the mesosome? ಹಂಗಿದ್ರೆ mesosome function ಏನಂತ ನಾವು ನೋಡಿದಾಗ, mesosome helps in cell division. ಇಷ್ಟು ಗೊತ್ತಿರಲಿ. What is the function of mesosome? If I ask, definitely it will be an objective question when we are starting with our actual syllabus, actual part. It is an objective question only. The function of the mesosome is it helps in division of the cell. Yes? Okay. That is one. Yes, Praveen or Pranav. Okay. Full definition of mesosome. Mesosome helps in cell division of prokaryotic cell. Yes. Okay. ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಗೆ ಅರ್ಥ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಂತ ಹೋಗ್ರಿ. Bacterial cell, I am just explaining you regarding the parts. Again you will come across this diagram and again we are going to repeat it. Okay, when during our actual syllabus. Yes, there also we will see the diagram. We are going to explain you. ಈಗ ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಗೆ ನಿಮಗೆ ಔಟ್ಲೈನ್ ಹಿಂಟ್ ಗೊತ್ತಿರಲಿ. ಇಲ್ಲಿ ನಿಮಗೆ ಯಾವ್ದಾದ್ರು ಪಾರ್ಟ್ ಅರ್ಥ ಆಗದೆ ಹೋದಾಗ ನಾವು ಮತ್ತೆ ಪುನಃ ನಿಮಗೆ ರಿಪೀಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ. ಓಕೆ, ಬಿಕಾಸ್ ಐ ಆಮ್ ಟೆಲ್ಲಿಂಗ್ ಯು, ಐ ಆಮ್ ರಿಪೀಟಿಂಗ್ ಯು. ಈ ಫೌಂಡೇಶನಲ್ ಕೋರ್ಸ್ ಒಳಗಡೆ ಸೊ ವೆನ್ ಎವರ್ ವಿ ಆರ್ ಟೇಕಿಂಗ್ ಸಮ್ ನ್ಯೂ ಥಿಂಗ್ಸ್, ಇದು ಕೆಲವೊಂದು ಸ್ಟ್ರಕ್ಚರ್ಸ್, ಕೆಲವೊಂದು ಲೇಬ್ಲಿಂಗ್ ಹೊಸದು ಇರ್ತದ, ಇವನ್ ಫಾರ್ ಬೋತ್ ದ ಮೀಡಿಯಂ ಸ್ಟೂಡೆಂಟ್ಸ್. ಎಸ್, ಓಕೆ. ಬಟ್ ಫಾರ್ ಕನ್ನಡ ಮೀಡಿಯಂ ಸ್ಟೂಡೆಂಟ್ಸ್ ಕೆಲವೊಂದು ಈ ಟರ್ಮ್ಸ್, ಕೆಲವೊಂದು ಟರ್ಮ್ಸ್ ಯಾಕೆ ಬಹಳಷ್ಟು ಟರ್ಮ್ಸ್ ನೀವು ಅಂತ ಅನಿಸ್ತಾ ಇರ್ತಾವ. ಸೊ ನೀಡ್ ನಾಟ್ ವರಿ, ಅದ ನೀವು ನೋಡಿ ನಿಮ್ಗೆ ಗೊತ್ತಾಗ್ತದ. ಸೊ ಮೆಸೋಸೋಮ್ ಅಂತಂದ್ರ ಇನ್ಫೋಲ್ಡಿಂಗ್ ಆಫ್ ದ ಪ್ಲಾಸ್ಮಾ ಮೆಂಬ್ರೇನ್, ನ್ಯೂಕ್ಲಿಯಾಯ್ಡ್ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಜೆನೆಟಿಕ್ ಮೆಟೀರಿಯಲ್ ಆಫ್ ಬ್ಯಾಕ್ಟೀರಿಯಾ. ಯು ವಿಲ್ ಕಮ್ ಟು ನೋ ಅಬೌಟ್ ಆಲ್ ದೀಸ್ ಥಿಂಗ್ಸ್. ಓಕೆ, ನೀಡ್ ನಾಟ್ ವರಿ. ಯಾವ್ದಾದ್ರು ಪಾರ್ಟ್ ಅರ್ಥ ಆಗ್ಲಿಲ್ಲ ಅಂತಂದ್ರ ಡು ನಾಟ್ ವರಿ ಅಬೌಟ್ ದಟ್. ವಿ ಆರ್ ಗೋಯಿಂಗ್ ಟು ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪ್ಲೈನ್ ಯು ಒನ್ಸ್ ಅಗೇನ್. ಎಸ್, ಓಕೆ. ನೌ ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಅದರ ಔಟ್ಲೈನ್ ಹಿಂಟ್ ನೋಡ್ತಾ ಹೋಗೋಣ. Otherwise, what will happen is we will take a lot of time only for a single concept, and some of the concepts are like that only. They are time consuming because you require little bit time to understand all these things. Yes, and these are most important for your upcoming future CET as well as NEET. Yes, where you are going to attend it in the year 2023. Yes, your CET and your NEET batch, you will be of 2023. Okay, right. Now this is mesosome. Okay, then after that in the cytoplasm, let's see the structures in the cytoplasm. In the cytoplasm, what we have here, so first one is the ribosome. This is the ribosome, rounded particle that you are going to see here. Yes, let me mark it in a red color. This is the ribosome. Okay, rounded body. Yes, now here the thread-like structure that you see is a RNA. It is a mRNA actually. Then over which this is a ribosome, ribosomes. Many ribosomes are attached. Yes. Now for a single, we can call it as a single ribosome. One ribosome, single ribosome ಅಂತ ಕರೀತೀವಿ. ಎರಡಿತ್ತು ಟೂ ರೈಬೋಸೋಮ್ಸ್ ಅಂತ ಕರೀತೀವಿ. ಬಹಳಷ್ಟು ಇತ್ತಂದ್ರೆ ಏನಂತ ಕರೀತೀವಿ ನಾವು ಇದಕ್ಕ? ಬಹಳಷ್ಟು ಇರುವುದಕ್ಕೆ ಪಾಲಿ ಅನ್ನುವಂತ ಟರ್ಮ್ ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ. And hence the name. If many ribosomes are attached on an RNA, let us say it as a mRNA, such type of ribosome is said to be a polyribosome. Yes, we call it as polyribosome. Andre ಬಹಳಷ್ಟು ribosomes ಇರ್ತಾವೆ. Okay, now can you tell me which are the protein factories? Which are the protein factories? Yes, as you know, which are said to be the protein factories here. Protein factories are nothing but they are the ribosomes. They are the ribosomes. They are said to be the protein factories. Yes, very good. Correct. Prajwal, Sachin. Yes, ribosomes are the structures that will produce proteins, that will synthesize proteins. That's why they are said to be protein factories of the cell. Yes, and one more thing, one key point, one clue point of what I'm going to give you is, so let me take it here. So here ribosomes are cell organelles present in both prokaryotic and eukaryotic cells. I'm going to add an additional point here. These ribosomes, they are the cell organelles present in where? Present in prokaryotic as well as eukaryotic cell. Yes, remember this. Ribosomes ಅಂತನ್ನುವಂತವು ಎಲ್ಲಿ ಇರ್ತಾವು? ಒಂದು ಬ್ಯಾಕ್ಟೀರಿಯಲ್ ಸೆಲ್ ಒಳಗಡೆ ಇರ್ತದ. ಬ್ಯಾಕ್ಟೀರಿಯಲ್ ಸೆಲ್ ಬಿಟ್ರೆ ಎಲ್ಲಿ ಇರ್ತಾವ? ಯೂಕ್ಯಾರಿಯೋಟಿಕ್ ಸೆಲ್ ದಾಗ ಇರ್ತಾವ. ಯೂಕ್ಯಾರಿಯೋಟಿಕ್ ಸೆಲ್ ಒಳಗಡೆ ನಾವು ಪ್ಲಾಂಟ್ ಸೆಲ್, ಅನಿಮಲ್ ಸೆಲ್ ಅಂತ ಕರೀನು. Yes. Bhagya, wait. First, let me finish about this writing. Then I will show you the diagram. Okay. And whenever it is necessary, you can take the snapshot. Right. No need to repeat it again and again. Okay. So ribosomes are the cell organelles. Cell organelles ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ ಏನು? ಸೆಲ್ ಒಳಗಡೆ ಇರುವಂತ ಮೈಟೋಕಾಂಡ್ರಿಯಾ ಇರಬಹುದು, ಕ್ಲೋರೋಪ್ಲಾಸ್ಟ್ ಇರಬಹುದು, ರೈಬೋಸೋಮ್ಸ್ ಇರಬಹುದು. ಎಸ್, ಪರಾಕ್ಸಿಸೋಮ್ಸ್ ಇರಬಹುದು. ಇವೆಲ್ಲದಕ್ಕೂ ನಾವು ಸೆಲ್ ಆರ್ಗನೈಸ್ ಅಂತ ಕರಿತಾ ಇರ್ತೀವಿ. ಎಸ್, ನ್ಯೂಕ್ಲಿಯಸ್ ಬಿಟ್ಟು ಸೈಟೋಪ್ಲಾಸಮ್ ದಾಗ ಇರುವಂತವು ಸೆಲ್ ಆರ್ಗನೈಸ್ ಅಂತ ಕರಿತೀವಿ. ಇನ್ ದಿಸ್ ಸೆಲ್ ಆರ್ಗನೈ, what happens is ribosome is specifically present in both the cells, prokaryotic, eukaryotic. ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಬ್ಯಾಕ್ಟೀರಿಯಲ್ ಸೆಲ್ ದಾಗ ಅದ, ಪ್ಲಾಂಟ್ ಸೆಲ್ ನಾಗ ಅದ, ಹ್ಯೂಮನ್ ಸೆಲ್ ನಾಗ ಅದ. That means animal cell. But other type of cell organelle ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಇಲ್ಲಿ where in the bacteria you don't find other such type of cell organelle. ಯಾವುದು ಬೇರೆ ಇಲ್ಲ. ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಲೈಸೋಸೋಮ್ಸ್ ಅಂತಿಲ್ಲ, ಪರಾಕ್ಸಿಸೋಮ್ಸ್ ಅಂತಿಲ್ಲ, ಕ್ಲೋರೋಪ್ಲಾಸ್ಟ್ ಅಂತಿಲ್ಲ. ಅವು ಯಾವ ಇದ್ರೊಳಗಡೆ ಇಲ್ಲ, ಸೆಲ್ ಆರ್ಗನೈಸ್ ಇಲ್ಲ. Okay. Now in very rare condition, some of them they have the chlorophyll pigments by which they can synthesize their food. Yes, few of them are there where they can synthesize their food, where we can call them as autotrophs also. Other examples now mundu barthivi. Yes, like the cyanobacteria. So we will study it. Okay. Yes, Samartha, right, correct. Okay. Now, yes, ribosome is over. Many ribosomes attached together forms polyribosomes. That part is over. Okay. Then, apart from this, there are certain granules. Illi ಒಂದು term ada. A structure RNA. RNA is nothing but it is single strand here. Here is the RNA, which is produced from this genetic material DNA. Idu cytoplasm ಒಳಗಡೆನೆ flow ಆಗ್ತಾ ಇರ್ತದೆ. Then here we have glycogen granule. Glycogen ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ sugar. Okay, sugar storage. It is a storage form. Yes. Sukanya, mesosome is an infolding of plasma membrane. Mesosome andra ಈ inner wall layer ಒಳಗಡೆ plasma membrane ಅದಲ್ಲ, ಆ plasma membrane ಅದು infolding ಆಗ್ಯದ, ಅದಕ್ಕೆ mesosome ಅಂತ ಕರೀತೀವಿ. Understood, Sukanya? ಅದು ಎದಕ್ಕೆ ಹೆಲ್ಪ್ ಮಾಡ್ತದ ಅಂದ್ರ bacterial cell, it has to divide. One has to divide into two. One bacteria has to divide into two. That's why it helps in the division. Chandrasekhar, correct. RNA is nothing but it is ribonucleic acid. Okay, fine. Then next, here we have the lipid globule. That means the lipid droplet is present here in the inside the cytoplasm. Then on the inner side there are certain respiratory enzymes that helps for the process of respiration. Okay. Then apart from this, let me go across this one. Now here you can see if flagella. ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಕಾಣಿಸುವಂತದ್ದು ನಮಗೆ flagella ಅದ. That flagella consists of the basal body. This basal body is called as the hook. Then here is the first part of basal body. Let me number it as 1, 2, and 3. Okay, let me number them in a sequential order. Yes, basal body is 1, hook is second, filament is third. So 1, 2, 3. ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಕಾಣಿಸ್ತಾ ಇರುವಂತದ basal body. Okay, let me mark it with a green color. Let me mark with a green color. Okay, just see here. ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಏನ್ ಕಾಣಿಸ್ತದಲ್ಲ ಇದು ಬೇಸಲ್ ಬಾಡಿ ಅಂತ ಕರಿತೀವಿ. Then let me take the blue color. ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಏನ್ ಕಾಣಿಸ್ತದ ಇದು hook ಅಂತ ಕರಿತೀವಿ. Yes, with the blue marking. And let me take the red color here or the pink. So here the structure that you see ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಏನ್ ಕಾಣಿಸ್ತದಲ್ಲ, this is a long filament. All the three structures together, ನೀವು ಮೂರು ಸ್ಟ್ರಕ್ಚರ್ ಸೇರ್ಕೊಂಡು ನಾವು ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಸಿಂಗಲ್ ಟರ್ಮ್ ಕರಿತೀವಿ flagellum. Flagella is plural, flagellum ಅಂತ ಕರಿತೀವಿ. What is the function of flagellum? It helps in motility, movement. It helps in motility. Okay. Yes, Vishala, it is a whip like whip andra whip ಅನ್ನುವಂತ ಇಂಗ್ಲಿಷ್ ಟರ್ಮ್, ಇದು ಕನ್ನಡದ ಬಾರ್ಕೋಲ್ ಅಂತ ಕರೀತಾರೆ. ಬಾರ್ಕೋಲ್ ನೋಡಿದ್ರಿ? Yes, which is used by the farmers. ಆ ಬಾರ್ಕೋಲ್ ಹೆಂಗಿರ್ತದ, ಉದ್ದ ಇರ್ತದಿಲ್ಲ, ಅದಕ್ಕೆ whip like ಅಂತ ಕರೀತಾರೆ. whip ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಬಾರ್ಕೋಲ್. Okay, ಆ ರೀತಿ ಇರುವಂತದ್ದು elongated. Which one? Flagellum. So all the three structures, what are those? Basal body, hook, filament. All the three structures together we call it as what? Flagellum. Srishti, flagellum is the whip-like structure or elongated structure that helps in locomotion, movement. Tractor near ಒಳಗಡೆ ಇದ್ದಾಗ ಮುಂದಗಡೆ ಮೂವ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಆಗಬೇಕಂದ್ರೆ ಆ ಫ್ಲಾಜೆಲ್ಲಮ್ ಮೂವ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ಫ್ಲಾಜೆಲ್ಲಮ್ ಮೂವ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ಆ ಫ್ಲಾಜೆಲ್ಲಮ್ ಮೂವ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಆದಾಗ ಟ್ರ್ಯಾಕ್ಟರ್ ಮೂವ್ ಆಗ್ತದೆ. Yes. Tejaswini, don't write the notes again and again if you have already written it. Okay. Yes, I can understand. Okay, fine. Right. Okay, so this much is presently enough, right? Now let me go to the next one. So let me go to the next one. Sachin, glycogen is nothing but it is the reserve food material. Glucose is the store ಆಗ್ತದಿಲ್ಲ. ಈಗ ನಮಗೆ ಎನರ್ಜಿ ಬೇಕಂದ್ರೆ ಗ್ಲೂಕೋಸ್ ಬೇಕಲ್ಲ, ಆ ಗ್ಲೂಕೋಸ್ ನಮ್ಮ ಲಿವರ್ ದಾಗ ಸ್ಟೋರ್ ಆಗಿರ್ತದೆ in the form of glycogen. ಅದೇ ರೀತಿ ಇದು ಸ್ಟೋರೇಜ್ ಫಾರ್ಮ್ ಆಫ್ ದ ಗ್ಲೂಕೋಸ್, ಗ್ಲೈಕೋಜನ್ ಗ್ರಾನ್ಯೂಲ್ಸ್ ಅಂತ ಕರೀತೀವಿ. ಓಕೆ. Yes, opposite side of this flagellum ಈ ಕಡೆ ಕಾಣಿಸುವಂತದ ಇದು ಸೇಮ್ flagellum. Okay. Okay, now let me take one more term. Now based on the shapes, so based on shapes, bacteria are of 4 types. Okay, can you name them? Okay, let me take the first one. Yes, Coccus, then Bacillus, the third one Vibrio, and Spirulum. Now Coccus, it is a spherical shaped. Bacteria Bacillus, rod shaped. Vibrio, comma shaped. Spirulum, spring like. Yes, correct. Now here, let me show you regarding the bacteria that appears to be these shapes. Okay, so what is the shape there? Okay, let me show. Wait a second. All the shapes, as the name says, Okay, fine. So let me show you. Yes. Okay. Now here, the first one, this is bacillus, meaning rod-like. Okay, rod shape iruvantada bacillus anta karitivi. Then second one here, round spherical shape, coccus. Okay, ಎರಡನೇ diagram, second diagram in ಕಾಣಿಸ್ತದ. This is coccus. Then spirulum. So here it is a spring-like. So spiral shape, spirulum ಅಂತ ಕರೀತೀವಿ. ಈ ಕಡೆ ಇರುವಂತದ್ದು ವಿಬ್ರಿಯೋ, ಕಾಮಾ shape. Look at this. ಒಂದು ಕಾಮಾ ರೀತಿ ಕಾಣಿಸುವಂತದ. So this is vibrio. Okay. Now here other are also given. So spirochaete, it's a spring-like. Here is a chain of cocci bacteria. Kudi iruvanthadu. Here it is cluster. So pair andre eradu. Illi eradu cocci bacteria iruvanthada. Here chain of bacilli. So different types of bacteria. Okay. Now here these are regarding the shapes of the bacteria. Okay. So different shapes of the bacteria, right? So this is regarding different shapes of bacteria. That means one is spherical shape, where we call it as a coccus bacteria, rod shaped bacillus bacteria, comma shaped vibrio, and spring-like spirulum. So these are the 4 different types of bacteria that have been classified based on their shapes. Okay. So with this, let's go to the classification of an outline hint. Bare one outline hint tane helibittu we are moving further. So outline hint enu antandre, bacteria are divided into archaebacteria and eubacteria. On what basis they are divided? ಯಾವ ಆಧಾರ ಮೇಲೆ ಇವನು ಆರ್ಕಿಬ್ಯಾಕ್ಟೀರಿಯಾ ಯೂಬ್ಯಾಕ್ಟೀರಿಯಾ ಅಂತ ಡಿವೈಡ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ, and what are the types of the archaebacteria? So we are going to study it in tomorrow's class. Okay, so let us end up the session today here only. So let's start with the next part tomorrow. Okay, so have a nice day. Thank you.